Okay.
Ready?
Yeah.
Happy Friday out there, 98Q Nation. Thank you for tuning in once again to the Local Twist with Tam and Disch.
I'm Tam.
I'm Dish.
And this week we are going to cover the sheriff's report. We're also going to talk about adult bullying. It is not just for children anymore. And what do you have?
The crazy things you randomly see around Price County while driving through. But first, we want to thank our sponsors.
Studio One Salon and Day Spa, 715-339-2577. If your roots are showing like mine are this week, and if you pointed out even one time, they have lots of good things on the agenda coming up here soon. And she actually had the nerve to say it to me. Ashley Rasky said, I have some things that are exciting, and I can't even tell you what they are, but you are going to need them.
Oh, my. Well, you can't need much. Making up for last week. Because you do look very, very beautiful.
Oh, God, come on. What do we have going on in Napa?
Napa. Park Falls and Mercer, 715-762-3717. Call in for all your auto parts needs. What do we have on the agenda for this week?
Quickly in the sheriff's report, actually I have a couple of really exciting news. Paul and I took a poll this week about the ugliest fashions that you will see around Price County or north of Highway 8, and we had a lot of people that contributed. This week in the sheriff's report, thank you to the local paper, a caller reported her son-in-law would not stop calling her. I'm going to end it right there. Don't do it. Stop calling your mother-in-law.
I think the reason why it's in there is because it's never happened before. Like, I don't randomly sit around and think, who should I call?
Do you call your mother-in-law?
My mother-in-law.
But he would not stop calling. Obviously, there was a lot more to the story.
Now, don't get me wrong. I love my mother-in-law very much. She's a wonderful person. But I'm not going to sit there and call her and call her.
And call her until she has to call the police.
Yeah. Hey, what are you doing right now? All right, I'll call you in a little bit. Hey, what are you doing right now? Nothing.
Stop. Okay. A caller reported that someone for the past 4 or 5 nights has been banging on her trailer between 3 and 5 a.m. Okay, the caller is unsure who is doing this. So first of all, if you have enough energy to bang on someone's trailer at 3 o'clock in the morning, you need a lot of help yourself. She stated that it happened again the previous night around 11:30 p.m. The caller would like extra patrol to attempt to catch the person who's pounding on her trailer during the night.
Well, does it happen at 11:30 or does it happen?
No, same time all the time. I'm guessing that somebody's getting off of work at a certain time. You know, which is really odd because in Price County, you know, most of us are hunters or we're packing. You bang on my trailer at middle of the night, you're going to see something come through the wall for about 1.5 seconds. And you'll never do
what? And I just randomly pictured this. What if it's an animal?
What if it was a headboard?
What if it's an animal? Headboard would be better.
At the same time, well, of course, deer go out to the field.
My question is, does this caller have roommates?
No, I don't think so. I really don't believe so. Moving on, a caller reported that earlier in the day he had gone to his property and found some bear hunters there. No, you got to hear this story. The hunter said that they had to retrieve a dog, which we get. They had also used the caller's boat without permission. There were 2 males and a female, and the boat was returned. A license plate was provided, and the caller was blah, blah, blah. They took care of it. Okay, going back to our very first segment, if you are going to hunt, respect people's property, respect their boat. At least ask if you can use it before you steal it.
Well, they didn't steal it. They borrowed it. They rented it.
Oh, a subject came to the sheriff's office to report he had been attempting to make contact at a residence to ask if he could pick some apples off the trees. The subject had not seen anyone around the place, however. There were animals in the house and a lot of feces on the floor.
Oh, so we have an animal neglect?
Animal neglecting. Please
do
not neglect your animals. If you are going to go away or go on a drinking binge or something, get someone to watch your dog.
Why does it always relate back to drinking?
Because it's north of 8, and usually that is what happens. But I do that a lot. Anyway.
But no, that's not cool. That's not cool. You can't leave your animals unattended. That's
for whatever reason. For whatever reason. In fact, I was talking to a lady in the post office the other day. I was actually eavesdropping on her conversation. They had to quickly go out of town, and she carried out 2 big bins of mail, but they couldn't even get someone to watch their animals for $1,000. They offered someone $1,000 to watch the dog. I'm like, hey, here's my card. Call me.
Exactly. Okay, I'll give you my. Just email me, Paul@WCQM.com. I will watch whatever you have. I don't care.
What do you have over there?
Oh, I have a.
I'm seeing laziness in big letters.
Yes, I have. It's the random things that you're blessed to see as you drive around.
Okay.
North of 8, things that you don't see anywhere else in the country. It can't
happen.
I was driving yesterday. Highway 13 North in Phillips. Now in Phillips, everybody knows there's this wonderful little takeout place. And great food, great service.
Okay.
conveniently located.
Right.
And the magical, wonderful thing about this takeout place is that they have a window.
Correct.
Okay. You order your food ahead of time, or you go there and you order through the window. You get your food through the window.
Correct.
Okay. Never once did I think that it was a drive-up window.
Because you see a line of people standing in front of it, like a little...
And it's off the ground, too. It's not like, at McDonald's or something like that where it's right next to the window.
No, it's up
on high.
Right.
Not only did I not think it was a drive-up window, I didn't think it was a drive-up window for an ATV. There was an individual parked at the window on their ATV, and it wasn't ordering, it wasn't waiting, it was consuming their food
at the window.
At the window of this.
It's like opening your groceries at the checkout lane.
It caught me so by surprise. I literally,
and not much does.
Literally pulled off the side of the road.
Did you go talk to him?
Turned around and drove past again, just so I saw what it was. Okay, now, I don't know if anybody else has noticed this around here, but we're not exactly the most fit community.
Right.
This individual...
90% of us are not.
Let's just say they were on the wrong side of slim.
Okay.
So, here's this person, and this is why I had to drive around, because they were sitting on their ATV, leg up, on the handlebars, sitting there, mowing their food. Like this. And I'm like, this is public.
Why didn't you take a picture?
I was dumbfounded. I couldn't do it.
That's great.
It's just astounding how, I don't mean to be disrespectful, but it's just plain laziness.
It was just plain laziness.
It's really all it is. And I say I don't mean to be disrespectful, because I really don't. I don't believe in disrespecting somebody, but when those things catch you like that, you just have to stop and be in awe.
And go,
of what the hell is that?
I had one of those moments the other day.
Yeah?
I was in the grocery store, and I will occasionally stop in the local store and pick up some baked chicken to go, and nicest lady behind the counter, and it is Bully Prevention Month. And if it's so we're really being aware of that. Don't bully. But I'm also concerned about the fact that a lot of adults bully, and they don't realize it. Pushing your weight around to get what you want, regardless of how anyone feels, is bullying.
Yes.
Take other people's feelings in consideration, as would happen at the grocery store. I'm standing in line, two lovely girls, one in a beautiful purple, I don't know if it was like a nursing home type of wear, or hospital type of wear, and the other girl was with her.
Scrub type thing? Or?
They wanted to know what the special of the day was, and as the girl would answer them, she was just getting frustrated because she had it wrong. She's like, no, that wasn't it. And if you see someone put their head in their hands, stop talking. Now, you are now bullying them. Stop.
You told me, and I want to elaborate on this a little bit because I really want to get the point across. Is with this anti-bullying and being, October is anti-bullying month. Is okay. You have to understand there's a point in time when you're dealing with people in customer service or in service in general that, yes, you may be more intelligent than they are. You can't assume that they can read your mind. And you told me about this story before.
They wanted the special, and she said, well, can I get the special? And I would like this added on with it. And the lady didn't know. She was trying to answer them, but she was a little confused too. Now, here's the other point. Do not forget in the course of your day that the demands you are making on someone, they have other things going on too. The lady probably had a cake in the oven. It's a deli. She probably had some chicken in the fryer. She probably had to pull something out. She's probably slicing something. You are not the only person on the face of the earth, and I am guilty of it as well, because when we're hurrying, you're on a 30-minute lunch break or an hour and a half, whatever. Just give people a little leeway, because bullying can be taken into your adult life, and you can be doing it just by demanding what you want.
It's not even, it's not even that. It's just respect people.
Respectful.
I get caught up too sometimes.
He bullies me.
Well, you deserve it. And it's not really bullying. It's just more like putting you in your place. But you also have to understand that when you're out in public, you may be in a hurry, but that other person is not in a hurry with you.
Right.
Your lack of preparation, your lack of motivation does not demand that their time is now yours.
Right.
So if you're doing something like that.
This is my favorite. A lack of planning on your part does not constitute an emergency on mine.
Exactly.
Just like this morning when I was going 60, right below 60 miles per hour, or a few above that.
You've never gone.
And the black Ford Explorer license plate
bleep, 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 bleep,
Beep,
bleep,
beep,
bleep.
beep, beep, was literally right on my tail. You are bullying me. And I don't do well with that, but I
Just
had
remember,
to. What?
It's just like everything else
Mhm.
in life. Your kids are going to grow up, and I love when we get these little, I'm going to teach you how to be a parent lessons. But I don't mean to, but I live with this daily too. What I do at home, my children learn.
Right.
And the people that they are right now is a direct reflection of who I am.
Right.
So if you have a problem with your child being a bully, no disrespect, but honestly, you have to take a look inside.
Mm-hmm.
You know, look at your home first.
Okay,
let's get off our.
Should we do a little fashion bully, or what do you have?
I have one more thing.
Okay.
I want to get to this because it's
Okay.
an awesome thing. Fall Harvest Fest was last weekend in Phillips. Great time. Very windy, but a beautiful day nonetheless.
Right.
4 girls, my wife and I, were walking down would be the east side of Highway 13.
Mm-hmm.
You know, just kind of all of a sudden, out of nowhere, boom!
What was it?
It's a huge boom.
What was it?
Okay, so everybody knows on Highway 13, you can only parallel park
Oh, no.
at Phillips. Apparently, this individual, I didn't know if it was a guy or a girl, was trying to get out and accelerated a bit too fast and didn't turn the wheel enough. Now, if you're trying to pull out of a spot, I would go nice and slow to make sure, no, this person, boom, let's go.
Just
smacked another car.
It wasn't
no,
your car.
bumper to bumper.
Oh, wait.
Just crushed it. And, of course, the first thing everybody does, it's not call 911. It's not, hey, are you okay? It's, let's gather around here real quick and stare. It went from like 2 people there to 490 in that one area, standing there staring at these 2 people.
Aww.
And I just, that's the most wonderful thing that you could see on a day like that.
Especially in Paul Harvest when the streets were packed.
There is an accident. Let's go over and stare. I love that. I mean, it's just like driving down a highway, you know. There's a car accident. Do you pull over and just get by as quickly as possible?
Happen because people are looking to see what happened. And I mean, I lived in Eau Claire for a long time, and it was bam, 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 one right after the other, a little domino effect.
Not pull over and get by as soon as possible, so the police and ambulance can do their job. No. Slow down dramatically. Get your picture or your cell phone out. Take your pictures real quick.
We're not going to believe what just happened.
Yeah.
John.
Before we want to get to our list, I want to tell you a couple of things going on in Napa right now. If you are interested, a very cool thing. They are doing a Fallen Heroes campaign. For every $25 that you spend at Napa, not only do you get a camouflage
I would like this hat.
Napa hat.
Trade it for that hat.
That would be pretty cool. A camouflage Napa hat. They will also donate $1 to the Fallen Heroes fund that they have going on. Yeah, Fallen Heroes Fund. So every $25 you spend at Napa, $1 goes to the Fallen Heroes Fund. Very cool thing to do. So thank you very much, Napa, for that.
We are going to get down to the fashion statement of the week. We have one of our DJs looking through the window trying to show off his shirt, and that was on our
He doesn't actually do any work around here, so he's got to walk around and make fun of other people.
I posted on Facebook, I said that Paul and I were having a discussion about the ugliest fashion north of Highway 8, because we do have little idiosyncrasies that we do up here that we like to think that we can get by with. Yeah. However, we took a poll on Facebook. Sherry Shedowin said bell-bottom jeans were her most disgusting thing she sees women wearing. Jenny, is that Bednar?
Let's just go with first name.
Jenny said leggings. Robin Hutton said a thong. Brandon said armpit hair. Danny Sutterman Fisher said socks with sandals, and I agree.
How is that not attractive?
It is so horrible.
That is awesome, especially if you get one of those like patterned socks.
No,
brown patterned socks with black sandals.
Philip Schlosser said wearing any clothes that are 5 sizes too small. Jennifer Cook said arts and crafts best, which I agree. Holiday themed, of course, with the birds and the Christmas trees on them, or denim tank dresses. Dawn said the hair they still wear from the 90s. We have a lot of that here. One of the girls that I was really good friends with, April said acid wash jeans, acid wash mom jeans. You know, the kind that come up to here, or crew neck sweatshirts that are snug around the waist with kittens, deer, or bear on them.
Oh, those are cute.
Patty Kosterman, this is my favorite. She said that the ugliest thing north of Highway 8 is Paul in a Speedo.
I'm not gonna lie, that's pretty freaking ugly.
I'm gonna have to unfriend Mark Janko because he said any Packer gear.
That's not cool, dude.
Paula said ugly boots. Josh says flannels. Holly Henderson.
No, ugly boots, is that like Ugg boots or just like ugly boots?
You're gonna find a pattern here because this comes up a lot. Holly said pink Packer or Badger clothing, and I tend to agree. If you're going to wear the colors, wear the colors. Don't put it in pink. That's just my personal taste. I don't know what.
You have to appease the women.
All of us don't wear pink.
Well, then you can go out and buy the regular stuff.
Okay. Jody said jeggings, and I agree. That's the do you know what jeggings are?
Yes.
Okay, they're jeans that are leggings.
I was introduced to jeggings.
Cindy said scrunchies. Kristen said pajama pants and a dirty t-shirt. We have tube tops, shorts, and cowboy boots, which I thought guys love, the tube top shorts and cowboy boots, which I think are hideous. But do you like girls in tube tops with shorts and cowboy boots?
It's tube top.
Tube tops is where it's just like a tube and it's on. That's nothing.
No, I'm not a big fan of that.
Okay. Donna said, looking like you just rolled out of bed. Okay, again, we're going back to the pajama look. Bill Dayton said,
Fee-mullet perms.
Fee-mullet perms, and that is a big Wisconsin staple around here where they get the mullet and then they go to the local salon and they perm the back.
I think it's awesome. I think every woman should wear those.
I had one in the 80s.
It looked like Danny McBride. You know who that is?
No.
He's a comedian. He's on, have you ever seen Eastbound and Down?
Yeah.
That guy.
Okay.
He's got the female perm going on. Way to rock it.
Again, Uggs came up. Nikki Kerensky said Crocs, and I tend to agree. I am not a fan of Crocs.
Yeah.
We have another one here. She said, I honestly don't know because I personally find a lot of the in-trends absolutely hideous.
That is true.
Another one for Uggs, and then Evie Kohler said anything with a great big huge bow on it. I'm also not a fan of anything with bows.
I like bows.
You like bows?
I do.
How come you never wear a bow tie?
I don't look good in bow tie.
You don't? Another mullet came up here. Pam thinks that guys wearing jeans with their butt crack is showing, and that is not cool.
What if you're a plumber?
And then
it's part of the resume. You have to.
Well, that you can do. But she's talking about guys where they drop their drawers and they get the little... I've never understood that trend. I know it wasn't when I was in school. And did you ever do that where your boxer shorts were showing? I could just see you were doing that.
Really? You can see me doing that, really? Okay.
So the general consensus here, and my fiance Jason says that he thinks it's disgusting when girls will go to the store. He doesn't like it when you show up in your cotton pajamas. And so pajamas, grubby t-shirts, and Ugg boots apparently is a general consensus that we do not like to see women in. But I'm thinking
so
that
if you're
most of these
walking around in
Ugg boots,
pink Packer flannel with Ugg boots and pajama pants with your butt crack showing, along with a female perm, nailed it. #1 trend. We're gonna start it right now.
That's all I have right now.
I have two things real quick, and we always like to if we get a chance, we have to showcase local artists and things like that.
Great.
A friend of mine did this pencil drawing. This is actually, I don't know if you can get it. It's a reflection.
There you go.
This is a picture of my best friend who passed away in June. And we're doing a little tribute to her. And I went up to her and I asked her, hey, could you do a drawing? And she said, sure. Let me see. This is what she came up with, folks. This is absolutely phenomenal.
Now, who did this?
Her name is Andrea Gerber.
Can I see?
Yes. And she's a teacher at St. Anthony's School. Thank you very much. And also another thank you and a quick funny story before we close. We were at church Sunday. And in case you guys don't know, I'm a huge coffee drinker. Love coffee. I will drink it 24/7. This cup has never been washed.
He doesn't wash his cup. I actually scratched my name. Can you see that? I scratched my name a while back into the disgustingness of his coffee cup. He doesn't wash it. Anyway, carry on.
That's how we roll. Anyway, at church Sunday. Afterwards, we kind of all mingle. And every once in a while, they like a flavored creamer type of thing.
All right.
And so I brought one for everybody to share. I was putting some in my...
You brought one creamer for people
No.
to share?
It was a little bottle thing.
Okay.
And putting some in here, and bless her heart, the sweetest woman in the world, Millie, came up.
Pizzata?
I don't know her last name. It's just Aunt Millie.
Okay.
She came up. Such a wonderful and pure spirit. I love you so much. She comes up to me and she says, do you know how many calories are in there? And I said, Millie, do I look like a person
who cares about calories?
Who cares about calories? And she said, well, you should. In fact, you need more. You're so thin.
She said that to you?
She said that to me, and I think it's like, that's never happened before. I almost cried.
And you're not heavy. You're just not.
I'm not
starving.
Thin. No, I'm not. So, bless your heart, Millie. Thank you so much. We love you.
That's it for the local twist with Tam and Disch for this week.
We want to thank our sponsors.
Studio One Salon and Day Spa.
And Napa, Park Falls, and Mercer. We will see you next week.
And hopefully you'll get a meal before then.
Hopefully so.
You'll fade
Apparently
away.
I need to eat, Millie. Thank you very much.
Happy weekend.
Take care.
Did you really say that?
Yeah.